Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife. In today's McDojo news, we're going to talk about how a martial arts instructor in South Carolina is being brought up on sexual abuse charges against children. Oh, and by the way, he's already on a sex offender registry. Let's check out the story. An Upstate Tae-Kwon-Do instructor appeared before a judge Wednesday accused of sexual abuse crimes against children. Jim Anderson was arrested and was booked into the Greenville County Detention Center. Anderson, who is 74 years old, is the owner of SOC Taekwondo and Greer Taekwondo Studio, and is now facing 5 child sexual conduct charges. The bond court judge said investigators told him there may be additional charges, but didn't say what those charges might be. Anderson was denied bond shortly before 10 p.m., as the judge explained due to the nature of his charges. A circuit court would need to grant him bond. His son said that Anderson has over 50 years of experience in martial arts and has been teaching children for decades. He denied the charges against his father. My dad, Jimmy Anderson, is a quality man. He is a veteran. He is a member of this community. He has proven his reputation through countless number of kids, adults, and teenagers who have trained with him, he said. These allegations that are being made, I was actually personally there during these classes. I was always with my father. I was at every class. I trained. I was an elite athlete there. Never seen it once. And again, like I said, you could line 500 people up here within a week to say the same thing, Jeffrey said. However, according to Jill Corbin, it's been an agonizing 39 years. She says she's a survivor of Jim Anderson's abuse and that she was the first person to notify police. I pray he will never be allowed to hurt another child, she says. I've kept the secret for 39 years of my life. 39 years of feeling ashamed, guilty, dirty, unlovable, terrified, and responsible. She shared an open letter addressed to Anderson, who she says gave her private self-defense classes in spring of 1986. The very first lesson you gave, you began grooming me for what was ahead. Instead of doing your job and teaching me to feel safe, you took my innocence, my safety, my personality, and 39 years of my voice. I was a 14-year-old child, she read from the letter. Mr. Grandmaster Jimmy Ronald Anderson did not master me forever. Daddy died years before I found my voice to tell him, but I know that he is in heaven cheering me on, Corbin said. Corbin wants her experience to encourage other people to speak out against abusers. Delayed disclosure isn't indecision, it's survival. It takes unimaginable strength and time for survivors of childhood sexual abuse to untangle shame and fear and guilt and responsibility and confusion. Each person speaks when they're able to, not when someone expects them to, she said. The judge explained that he should be in front of a circuit court within the next 30 days. And according to the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division, Anderson is already on the sex offender registry list after he was convicted of assault and battery of high and aggravated nature in 2004. Let's unpack that. So this martial arts instructor, who apparently has been teaching martial arts in his community for over 50 years, apparently, according to his son's statement, was allowed to continue to teach martial arts, even though he was already on a sex offender registry in 2004. Now he's being brought up on additional charges for doing the same shit that put him on a sex offender registry in the first place. And somehow, apparently, his son seems to think magically that he's just this great guy who's done nothing wrong in his entire 50 years, just completely skimming over the fact that his father is already on a sex offender registry right now as it is. It boggles my mind how often this happens, and it just seems to skim right over everybody's heads that people who are already sex offenders are teaching martial arts full time. It's insane to me. If you're not new to this page, you've seen these stories over and over and over and over again of people who had previously sexually abused children, or sexually abused anyone for that matter, and then go right back into the martial arts industry in a position of authority over people who they will continue to victimize again. I really hope that his son reaches out to me after this story comes out. I hope he comes and personally messages me, because I got questions. Especially, why is he defending his father's character so hard when he's already on a sex offender registry? This isn't his first rodeo. He's already been convicted. And so now, since he's already been convicted and he's already on a registry, magically you're sitting here defending this man's character. Now, you might say that you watched and witnessed, like you did, all these classes. But you don't know what happened when you weren't there. You're not Miss Cleo. You can't magically see into a crystal ball what your dad was doing behind closed doors, or when you weren't there, or when other parents weren't there. Were you thinking that maybe he would just start raping a kid right there on the floor, or be sexually inappropriate around all these parents and other children and you? You really think that's going to happen? That's insane. Of course he's not going to do that in front of you. He's going to do that when you're not watching. And clearly one of these victims who spoke out, thank God that she did speak out, apparently it happened during private lessons when you weren't in the room. Like, stop pretending that you know what your dad was doing when you weren't there, because you don't. This brings us to the question today, brought to you by Academy Safe. Academy Safe is an organization out there looking to try to clean up the martial arts industry by making sure that martial arts school owners are going above and beyond to guarantee that the martial arts studio is safer than ones that do not do anything. Because guess what? There are no regulatory bodies to the martial arts industry at all. You don't need background checks or cameras or CPR first aid certification or safe sport certification. You don't need any of that. But the academies that sign up at Academy Safe do have those things. So if you walk into a martial arts studio, the first thing you should be asking is your academy safe? The question of the day is going to be a little murky. It's going to be a little difficult to explain, but I have faith in you. I know that you can do this. So the son is going out of his way to talk about his father's character, even though he's already a convicted sex offender. His son clearly cares about the father, right? But he's going a little bit above and beyond to say that he's just been this great model of society when he's already a registered sex offender. Why do you think that his son is going above and beyond to try to defend his father's character, even though he's already on a sex offender registry? It's pretty gross that he's trying to say that his father is some kind of pillar of the community when he's already a convicted sex offender. I understand that he cares about his father, but the way that he's going about it is very disingenuous. It just blows my mind that his son is defending him the way that he is. Not that he's defending them. It's understandable that a son wants to defend his dad, but how he's going about it is mind-blowing. So I want to know why you think he's trying to defend his father's character so much when clearly his character is not so good. I look forward to reading your comments in the comment sections below. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, memberships, and especially the people who are going out there and have subscribed as members. Like, yes, your subscription is a great thing. We appreciate that. But the members who are paying members, you guys allow us to cover these stories, because as soon as I post this, it's going to get demonetized because it's about sexual abuse. So your donations allow us to continue to be able to do these stories. As always, keep the martial arts legit.
My baby got robbed the other day by degenerates. So she wanted to learn some new form of this self-defense. So she did her research and perused it online and found this tool said he could move shit with his mind. He called himself Seafood Paul Zimmerman. He got a dojo with a strip on near Cinnabon. Now she spends all day trying to